Have you ever heard the expression, you are as old as you look? Well, it's one that we often buy into, especially as we get a little older and we see the changes in our body and our faces, and we feel as old as we look. That seems to be the way we assess our age, the inner age. But it's not true, and we know this. And I want to put forward an idea today that we actually are as old as we feel, and support it with some research that's been done, and just see what you think about this idea that, as we get older, we tend to think, I'm changing, I look old. You don't have to look old, it's how you feel. So my name is Margaret Manning, I'm with 60andMe, and I'm really happy that you're here today with us. We have, we really do try to talk about a range of topics that are of interest to you as you get a little older. And this one today is how you can think and feel your way to a younger look. So we have a blogger, her name is Noel Nelson, and Noel is really wonderful. She writes articles and grounds them with real life examples and with data that she has collected to support a conversation. And I really like that because she talks about older people who are doing what we're doing. We're aging. Like, there's no secret formula, right? I mean, we didn't get the book, the guidebook. And I know from my own personal experience that things have surprised me as I've gotten a little older. I used to be this, and this, and now I don't feel that way anymore. Or, things have just changed in my priorities or my energy. And you talk yourself into being and feeling older than you really are. And so there's a subjective age, and then there's the real age. Now, the real age, is a number, and it is an important number. I'm not saying we should hide it. We should say it out loud. We should be, proud of our age. And it's a number that has a whole load of stereotypes around it that hold us back. We can't avoid the fact that we live in a society that values youth and it focuses on youth. So you can't help but be affected by that. And but you can, in your own world, the place that you live, the people that you hang out with, you can be younger as you feel, as young as you feel. And in fact, it has a direct relationship, according to Noel, on your health. They've done some research, and the link is in her article, is if you feel 10 to 15 years younger, feel inside than your actual age, your numeric age, those people tend to live a healthier, happier, and longer life. Now, you can't just say, I'm 65 today, I'm really only 50. You have to just feel the qualities associated with that younger age. So you are free to do the things you want. You're free to travel. You're free to feel. You're free to start new relationships. You're free to start over, whatever it is, as if you were 50. And if you're 65, if you have that attitude of youthful optimism and, things are possible, there's infinite possibility, then you've got a good start on just being younger. Your message to your cells, your message to your body is you're younger, you're okay, everything's working, it's good. Now, I know that there are many people in our community who are dealing with illness and challenges, and so I'm not trying to be flippant about, just feel younger and everything is going to be cool. It isn't like that, and I know that. But, we've tried really hard here at 60andMe to find a balance in our conversation, how to deal with aging, with the process of aging, but then Noel says, let's just think about being young, feel young, and see what happens. So she talks about things like, in practical terms, what that means. Like learning new things that keep us youthful are as a way of reinforcing that subjective age of that younger age. When you look at learning a new skill, like start dancing or learn a complex, go back to exercising or do yoga. When you learn new things, your brain starts to kick into the gear of learning something new. And, and it's true, like you look at your wrinkles, you look at your face and you think, okay, how's that going to work? How am I going to feel younger when I look like this? Well, you have to it's all about perspective. And I think that Noel does an excellent job in this article of even the words you use. The words that you use to describe yourself. And if you even say things like, as I'm getting older, It's actually really funny when with our Aging Beautifully cards. I think I mentioned these to you before, but these are our Aging Beautifully cards. There are inspirational cards, and there's a little paragraph on the back of each one. There's a picture of an issue or a story, and then in the back is the inspiration. But the reason I mention this is aging beautifully. That's the way we talk about aging. We don't say as you're getting older cards. No, we don't do that. We said aging beautifully. And Noel says this, if you say the words, oh, I'm getting older. Can't do that now that I'm a little too old for that. When you say those words, it's just like a reinforcing pattern that your body, everything in your brain hears. And then it thinks, oh, yeah, we're getting old. Just say, and when you say things like, I'm losing all my friends, or I'm not attractive anymore. Nobody really. I read the other day, it was on Facebook, and it made me kind of sad. Not on our Facebook, it was another one. And she said, something like, oh, I don't have to worry about relationships anymore. So the only men that ever look at me when I'm traveling are pickpockets, and I'd stay away from them. And it was like, I thought to myself, wow, if that's the only way that you think you can be attractive to someone, by being used and being, taken advantage of, it's just kind of sad. And I just read that and thought, that's how we age, by thinking old. And she says, you're actually literally conditioning your brain. Every cell in your body is feeling old when you say, I'm getting older. And so your decline then starts to be associated with the physical reality of how you see your body, how you see your mind. And by the way, I just read another article today about the fact that the 70-year-old brain actually is smarter than the young brain. And I didn't read the whole thing, but the point is that conversations are happening now about being 70 and being able to start new things, learn new things. And I think it's super important to do that. I'm 71, and I feel ready now to take on things that I would have taken on when I was 50. It's been a journey, I'll admit. It's not always been like smooth sailing for me, and I've sometimes thought, I can't do these things anymore. But you have a go, just have a go. So Noel says, here's some ideas. When you look in the mirror, you look in the mirror and you see these wrinkles, right? You say to yourself, oh, I'm getting old. Look at that wrinkle, new one. You say, hi, gorgeous. Just say it. And smile. She says, smiling is the best thing. Just smile at yourself and, hey, girl, you're doing great. You're okay. You're looking fine. And just say that to yourself. Say it out loud. Hello, gorgeous. And even if you don't feel so gorgeous, just feel that sentiment of being pretty and being attractive, and appreciating these wrinkles are part of you. I mean, there's so many little stories to tell behind them, how interesting you are because of them. And it's an adjustment. I agree with you 1000%. But conditioning yourself to youthfulness is the way that Noel puts this. Have a purpose. If it doesn't have to be a big thing, like a big project. It can just be something that you're helping somebody, or you're volunteering, or that you're just helping someone off the bus, or that you're just giving some advice to someone, or opening yourself to starting a meetup group, or just something that gives you a reason to feel young, that you feel worthwhile. I don't know why I keep mentioning things that I've been reading, but I was reading another article, or it was a book, about just the 21st century, like the challenges that we're facing. And one thing he said, which I thought was so powerful, which was that in the past, we had different issues. We had maybe more physical concerns. We worked in the fields harder. We had more physical concerns. But now the biggest challenge is irrelevance. That people in general don't feel relevant. And that's why I think there's all this celebrity and Instagram and stuff going on where people are just constantly reinforcing that they're okay, that they're great, that they're perfect, that they're relevant. And he says this is the challenge of our generation, is to feel that we're relevant. What do you think about that? I just thought of that at the last minute. I threw that in, but I just think it's an important conversation to have. So what are some of the ways that you keep yourself going in terms of thinking younger or older? Do you have stereotypes that you fall into, do you think? I mean, what are some of the things that you would want to do today, for example, that you feel you're too old to do? Anybody out there? I just love to know what some of the ways that you keep these negative thoughts away from you and how you think positively about aging, how you age beautifully. So take good care, everybody. Have a really wonderful day. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Please check out our shop, 60andmeshop.com, if you're interested in looking at some of our inspirational products, our products to make you feel relevant. We'd love that. So have a wonderful day. Take good care, and we'll talk again soon. Bye-bye for now.